While sitting in front of a coffee shop in Ann Arbor, Michigan, Brandon Doman was struck by a unique idea. Would people be willing to share a story from their life with a complete stranger? Taking his people watching to a new level, Brandon posted a sign on a table that read, "Hi there, please stop by and share your story." Within an hour, he had more than a dozen journal entries in his notebook from complete strangers. And that is how the Strangers Project began in 2009. Today, Brandon has collected over 10,000 anonymous journal entries. He asks people to write about anything they want as long as it's true. The result is a tapestry of tales. The stories capture lives unfolding around us at every moment. Some of these confessionals are so shocking and private, they're difficult to read. They serve as a testament to the struggles and emotions that make us all human. Brandon has experience working with mental illness. He believes this project can create meaningful connections and help those writing these entries to find some healing in the process of telling their stories.
Bubbles and sing this song. I like to blow bubbles in New York City, blowing pretty bubbles.
Hi. So this is called the Strangers Project. These are anonymous journal entries that people write. It can be anything about your life. There's about 10,000 stories in the collection, and I share them online, in books, and in gallery exhibits.
What kind of stories? I'm a writer.
Gotcha. Everything. I tell people it can be anything about your life, so some of them are funny, some of them are emotional, some of them are adventurous.
Are you a psychologist?
No, not quite.
I got stories.
You should write some down. Write them down, share them with the world. I started this project in 2009 in Ann Arbor, Michigan.
This is really cool.
Thank you. You know, the whole thing started from seeing a crowd of people and just wondering about their lives and the stories that we all carry around with us every day. Hey there.
Hey, what is this?
So this is called the Strangers Project. I decided to set up a sign just inviting people to stop by and share something about their life.
My partner might be homeless in a few months. I'm going to stay with her no matter what, but I'm worried about what my friends and family will say.
I'm mourning the loss of my kids being little. The entrance into adulthood is right there, and they don't mind leaving me behind. Feeling a bit...
Getting sober. What a weird thing for an alcoholic. I have never felt so uncomfortable in my skin. The entire world is askew without alcohol.
Hey guys, how's it going? So, this is called the Strangers Project. These are anonymous journal entries that people write. So you are welcome to read stories or add your own.
Can I submit online? Like, how do you want to?
Fortunately not. They're all shared face to face. So they're all handwritten, and all 10,000 are people sitting down with a clipboard. Yeah, it's a big part of it. You know, you never know if it's going to be funny or emotional, adventurous. Even 10,000 stories later, I'm still surprised when I go home and read those stories. There's always something new.
I'm drunk. I stumbled in here after a couple beers and shots to drown feelings I don't want to deal with, essentially. I'm working.
Last year, I broke someone's heart. I broke his heart to save my own, but it left me hollow with guilt and grief. 2 months later...
I'm afraid whatever I write won't be good enough or something. That's very silly. That's been a thing for me, but I'm working on it. I have an author.
A lot of people, I think, end up using this project as a form of catharsis. It's really built in a way that people can put into it or take out whatever they want. These aren't necessarily secrets, but you know, there's sometimes things that people didn't have somewhere else to share. So mental health comes up a lot in the stories, and some of them are talking about, you know, what people are going through right now, or some of them go through a sort of journey of what they've, you know, experienced in the past.
Nobody here who knows me know what I really am. It's like hiding my stories have become second nature, and now I am hiding behind.
I would rather die quickly, but feel guilty about leaving my dwindling 2 family members to bury me. For now, I just take my meds daily.
Just as much as a space to share stories, the Strangers Project exists as a place for people to come and read them too. So I've been running the website for a while, and we have tens of thousands of people that go on and share in these strangers' lives. What I'm also starting to do now is things like exhibits where hundreds or up to thousands of stories are hung up on the walls, and it's a free, open, and public space for people to come and read stories or share their own.
I meant just to pop in and take a quick look. 40 minutes later, I was still here. So my story was mostly about friendship and a friend that has been in my life for 27 years. It's one of my most precious treasures in my life. What I thought was interesting was I'll remember these stories from people that I've never met, even after I leave the gallery and leave New York and move on with my life.
This is a way you could share a piece of you without having to feel kind of pointed at or looked at. It's an opportunity of probably influencing somebody else to come and share a story, and all of us are a big community that we need to learn and share from one another. And that's what makes us feel a little more closer.
I'm 84 now, and nobody treats me like the cutie pie I once was. Small wonder.
You still say you love me, but you have a feeling. I'm trying to understand, but I can't. We're going back and forth.
I'm a 22-year-old, white, attractive college graduate, and I'm considering prostitution. I can't make rent.
Even if somebody's writing something very difficult, it's still a place that they had an outlet to share it. And I really got to change my perspective that these stories aren't an entire life. It's sort of a snapshot, it's a moment. What's that? Thank you so much. I'll take that. And here's a card. Thank you. You can check it out online.
Okay, great.
Have a great one, guys. Thanks for stopping by. I think it's usually good to share what we have, whether it doesn't necessarily have to be sharing it with the world, just putting it down on paper somewhere can be a huge help. And I think the core of that is just sort of about acknowledging the lives we live and, trying to not keep things so internal and bottled up.
Today, the girl I love moved to Paris. I'm going to move there to be with her. I don't even speak French.
So whether you're talking to somebody, whether you're talking to millions of people, or whether you're just writing it down for yourself, I think it's good to put our stories out into the world.
But she's ecstatic, so that's all that matters. That's all there is.